Vivian, I'm watching you play this, and what comes to mind as I'm watching you is that you're not playing efficiently. I don't feel like you have your posture good, and you have to have your center of gravity so you feel centered on the piano, and that leaves your fingers more free. And I'll demonstrate that on the piano a little bit later. I also see a lot of extraneous body movements, and I think it's good to have body movements, but I think they need to be movements with purpose, and when they're not with purpose, they actually are in your way. And sometimes we see people playing with all these movements, but I wonder how great they would be if they stopped doing those things. I think a lot of people play in spite of those things. So I'll be making another part to this video where I'm demonstrating on the piano. But when you watch mine, you'll notice that when my fingers are barely moving, I get a very good, soft, crisp sound. And when I'm playing louder, I have a lot more movement. And to really get it light and crisp, you want to have as little as possible. I try to do it without moving my hand, and only the fingers it needs to play. Now here we are in the studio, and now I'll show you how I would tell a student to practice this. Get your posture. You have to have a good center of gravity and a feeling of balance. And do not move your body without a reason. This actually even affects your hearing. It's kind of scary to try. I used to move my body a lot, and I used to do a lot of extraneous movements, and that's how I know what it feels like to do it, what it feels like not to do it, and the difference. When you play, you want to prepare the position. By prepare, I mean when you start playing this, have your fingers sitting on those keys. So my fingers are actually on the keys in advance. And then articulate quickly, which means when you go from one finger to the next, the previous one comes up very quickly. And when you practice slowly, you still practice it musically. My fingers are always on the key first. So I can actually feel the key underneath my finger before I play it. This is key to efficient playing. Feel the key underneath your finger. Actually feel it. Yes? E is underneath finger 5. I can now just go down. And when I play, again, my hand does not move. This does not move. Only the fingers that need to play move. Eventually, as you're playing it, you may want a little bit of a lilt because you don't want stiffness. But I think for you, because I'm seeing a lot of movement, I would just practice without moving anything except the finger that needs to play. Because I think when you go fast and having that lilt in there is not going to be a problem. It will just be there. I just wanted to show you once again how to prepare the hand position. Really, Tony, I'm going to ask you to zoom in at this point. See, I have finger 3 sitting on the G, I have finger 4 sitting on the A flat, I have finger 2 sitting on the F sharp, I have finger 1 sitting on E sharp, all ready to go. And when my fingers are not playing, they're pointing down or sitting on their keys. There's never any flapping or anything extra going on. Just there are no involuntary movements. Everything's under absolute control. And if something moves, it's for a reason. So you have the finger underneath the key, you strike the key. When you go to the next key, you release very quickly. And again, just it's kind of a feeling of just going. So just don't move anything but the finger that needs to move on everything. I prepare everything, even these.